I'm not a big fan of Jell-O very much, really not at all. I ate it occasionally as a kid, but I've managed to avoid it almost completely as an adult, except once. I was a confirmation sponsor for a young man when I was a seminarian, and they were a beautiful family who lived a very simple life with really barely enough money to survive. I remember I went to their home for dinner after the confirmation, and the father sat on a milk crate as I sat on his chair, one of the mismatched chairs around their kitchen table. And at the end of a very simple meal, a bowl of Jell-O came out to the table, and one of the younger kids yelled out, "Hooray, it's a special night. Jell-O for dessert." I almost cried as that mom spooned out the Jell-O into little dishes and passed them around the table. And it was the most delicious dessert I had ever had. I never forgot it. We all have so much, and yet sometimes we take for granted all the surplus, the disposable income, the $4 lattes that make up our everyday lives. Jesus reminds us the widow and her 2 coins, yes, her simple offering, is recognized for its greatness before God. It's sometimes the reminders of Jell-O desserts that call us to see the beauty of simplicity, of what matters, of family and of faith. Maybe it's more about Jell-O than we think. Simple gatherings that focus on family and faith and love, that call us to respect and care for one another more deeply. It's not in the surplus, Jesus reminds us, that we will be saved, but it's in the places of lack, the places of unsurety, the places of uneasiness that Jesus breaks through and calls us to more. Yes, I learned a lesson all those years ago. Christ is intensely present at the simple table with that beautiful, simple family and with you and I, calling us to give of ourselves to one another and to help build his kingdom.